love that accent. That was the one and only Maurice Chevalier, born on this date in 1888. He was singing Thank Heaven for Little Girls from the 1958 movie Gigi, a musical written by Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe.
Radio France International, The Sound Kitchen, Susan Owensby.
Don't touch that dial. There's music from Gregory Porter's new CD coming up, but first, the quiz. On the 18th of July, I asked you a question about Poland, which had just held its presidential poll. It was an incredibly tight race in which the incumbent won, but by a very thin margin. It was the closest election in the country since the end of communist rule in 1989. I asked you to write to me with the answers to 5 questions. The names of the 2 men who ran for president, the name of the man who won, the percentage of votes each candidate won, and the voter turnout rate. The answers are: the incumbent who won the election is Andrzej Duda. He won 51.03% of votes cast. His opponent was Rafał Trzaskowski, who is the mayor of Warsaw. He won 48.97% of votes cast. The voter turnout was 68.18%. As I noted when I asked you the questions, it was probable that Trzaskowski's party, the Civic Platform, would contest the election on the grounds of irregularities. The most widespread irregularities were reported by the Polish diaspora, with tens of thousands of votes from abroad potentially left uncounted. But there were also reports of strange results in several nursing homes, which reported Duda winning 100% of the vote, as well as concerns about extra ballots sent to polling stations without proper documentation. A formal complaint to Poland's Supreme Court was indeed lodged by the Civic Platform Party. Their object was not to overturn the result of the election, but to expose what they said was a pattern of political interference that marred the election and to delay the certification of the vote long enough for it to be declared invalid. No surprises there. Legislation signed by Duda in 2017 gave the president more direct power over the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Duda's ruling party, the Law and Justice Party, keeping the ruling party in power. The winners of this week's quiz are Mohammed Likon, who's a member of the Nil Shagor RFI fan club in Nilphamari, Bangladesh. There are 3 RFI Listeners Club members on the list of lucky winners this week. Mr. S.J. Agbula from Ekiti State, Nigeria. Hello, brother. Ralph Urbanchik from Eisleben in Germany. Guten Tag, Ralph. And Kanwar Santu from British Columbia in Canada. Last but not least, Miss Arundhati Mukherjee from West Bengal, India. Congratulations to this week's winners, and thanks to each and every one of you who wrote in. My question for you this week is about one of my favorite French teenagers. Well, he actually isn't a teenager anymore, but he was when he won the World Cup for us in 2018, and for which he was awarded the FIFA World Cup Best Young Player Award. 2018 is also the year he was signed to the Paris Saint-Germain club in a transfer with the Monaco club, from whom he'd played since 2015 when he was only 16. I am so sad. This young man tested positive for COVID-19 on Monday and could not play in the League of Nations France-Croatia march on Tuesday. Who is he? I bet you know. And if you don't, read our article, blank, 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 that's his name, to miss France-Croatia match after testing positive for COVID-19, and you will know. Again, What is the name of the young French football hero, the winner of the FIFA World Cup Best Young Player Award in 2018, the young man who even people like me who know nothing of football know about? You have until the 5th of October to get your answers in. Be sure to tune in on October 10th to see if your answer wins a prize. As always, be sure you include your postal address with your postal code. And don't forget to let me know if you are a Miss, a Ms., a Mrs., or a Mr. I don't want to get it wrong. And remember, you have to be patient waiting for your prizes to get to you. The newsroom is still only partially reopened. I should know next week when I can go back up, and then I can start putting your prize packages together. I'm really sorry, and I sure appreciate your understanding and your patience.
Send your quiz answers to english.service@rfi.fr. That's english.service@rfi.fr. You can also text your answer to the Sound Kitchen mobile phone. Dial +336 31 12 9682. That's +336 31 12 9682. Always include your postal mailing address, and if you have one, your RFI Club membership number.
This is the Sound Kitchen.
Sound Kitchen.
And Susan Owensby's cooking.
That's all for today, my friends. Many thanks to all of you who wrote in. Keep those cards, letters, emails, and text messages coming. And remember, it's not just the right answer to the quiz which wins you a prize. It's also your This I Believe essay. Essays about the principles that guide your life, what you have found to be true for you. I also want to hear your stories about your ordinary heroes, the people in your community who are doing extraordinary things and working to make the world a better place. As listener Pramod Maheshwari said, just as small drops of water can fill a pitcher, small acts of kindness can change the world. Send in your radio club's activities, your mini book reviews, your musical requests. Now that one's important because I'm starting to make those programs now. You can send me your secret guilty pleasure. Mine's chocolate. Your tricks for remembering things. The weirdest dream you ever had. Your favorite quotations and proverbs. Descriptions of the local festivals you participate in. Or just your general all-around thoughts. Here's Laura Angela with the address.
You can write to Susan at the Sound Kitchen at rfi.fr. That's the Sound Kitchen, all one word, no spaces, at rfi.fr.
Again, thanks for joining me in the Sound Kitchen. Many thanks to our producing engineer Nicolas Doro for putting the show together, and thanks to you for listening. Be sure and tune in next week for the answer to the question about Sudan's Prime Minister. The Sound Kitchen podcast is ready for you every Saturday on the RFI English website, rfienglish.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Susan Owensby. Be well, do good work, be kind, and stay in touch. And wear your mask. Stay safe, my friends. At the top of the show, I promised you a piece from Gregory Porter's brand new CD, All Rise. This piece is called If Love is Overrated. I love it. I hope you do too. Talk to you next week.